You're about to get a foretaste of Glory Divine when it comes to podcasts. This is the Third String Fan Club. I guess we'll play our jingle now.
Third String Fan Club. Welcome back to the Third String Fan Club podcast. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah,
We're here.
good. How about you? You're enjoying some trail mix.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, ain't it? If it didn't make my mouth swell, I think I'd like it, but it just...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was making my mouth swell earlier, so I was like, I just can't eat any more of it. But it could have been the popcorn, too. I don't know. I had that white cheddar skinny pop.
It could be.
Oh, it was good.
Oh, I'm sure it's good.
I'm just.
What's your drink, Mark? You got a table right here.
I'm still alive, so.
You're still alive?
Yeah.
Well, I know you're still alive. You're right here beside me.
I'm sure it's
So we're doing good.
Yeah. Did we get a memo today, all black?
no,
Besides your pants?
This is,
Well, that's your normal attire underneath your uniform, right?
pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, underneath.
I'm looking forward to the tournament tomorrow.
I am, too. If only Justin was off, he could have played, too. We have one spot missing.
Oh.
We literally could have filled that one spot. Even though you haven't played in a while, but still.
That's a shame.
I know. Maybe next year. We'll get you in for next year for sure.
Even
next
though
year,
I'll be off about
imagine-
1:30 tomorrow.
Oh, you'll be off by 1:30 tomorrow?
Yeah, because I have a long trip in the morning. But as soon as I get back, which will probably be around 1:32, they said just cut loose, go home.
Really?
So, yeah,
Interesting.
I'll be done about that time.
You could always play. We have one more spot available
So-
with your father-in-law and my father-in-law and his dad. Same person.
What?
I don't know how good I'd be without getting in any practice, but
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just for fun
I
anyways.
couldn't believe
This
how
is
good
true.
I was playing the other day.
You were playing awesome. I was really impressed. Like,
this is true.
He was driving like 230, 220, 230. It was really impressive. I was really impressed. That was nice. Anyways, we need to get into some sports talk. I mean,
That's
we're
right.
talking about sports, but we're
Well, I
not talking about
drove
sports.
the cart that far.
Well, we know that too.
And just dropped the
Actually,
ball.
I drove.
Oh, yeah.
You rode with me.
There it is.
Is it thundering outside again?
Probably. It was getting a little dark when I came in.
Okay. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Well, early in the morning.
It's
It's like 2, 3 a.m. or whatever.
Oh, I ain't leaving that early.
So it should be good. Yeah, not before you. You leave at what, 6?
Ow.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sports talk.
There we go.
All right, welcome back to the Third String Fan Club podcast.
You already said that.
I know I did. But sometimes you just got to reiterate because you got to get reset.
Right.
Get that
Understood.
mental reset, right? Oh,
So-
but anyways.
Let's hop into some last week.
Okay.
Let's do some recap.
Why you said? I'm glad you said it because I was actually going to do the exact same thing. Let's get into our scores from our predictions from last week.
Yes.
So I put a post on YouTube and Facebook, and my chair just fell back. Hold up. Whoa, buddy. All right.
I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just trying to
No, you're fine.
check on something.
So officially, there's a two-way tie for first place
What?
in our scores.
well,
from
I know
last week.
I'm one of them, right?
You and Justin are tied. Out of all the people in the world, Mark, of all people, is tied with Justin. Y'all both went 8 and 2.
Do you see what
So-
not paying attention does for you?
Apparently,
It doesn't cloud your mind with propaganda from
I'm listening to too much propaganda.
from ESPN and
Yep.
CBS Sports and NBC.
you know you've been blinded by the light off of Feinbaum's head. You're just not making you think straight.
Feinbaum of all people.
No. Anyways,
Did you hear he's calling for Dabo's head. He's like, oh, we got to fire Dabo. Get out of there. Get out of there. I'm like,
I
okay,
think he does it every time Dabo loses.
Every time Dabo loses, Paul Feinbaum's got to say something smart.
That's right.
You know, I
Or
just don't like-
something he thinks is smart.
if anything, you could look at it the other way. He's used the transfer portal the most recently, and this
Yeah.
is the worst we've done in a while.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Coincidence? No,
Exactly,
I'm not
yeah.
saying there is, but
Well, they haven't played much. Well, no,
you
Helt
can,
has.
you can decipher or you can infer
Well,
anything.
Helt happens to be
want
one of
to.
our best defensive players right now.
He's probably the best defensive player.
So that
But yeah,
would
no,
help.
I agree with you, Mark, 100%.
I mean, you can think whatever you want to, depending on where you're starting from. You know, like I mean, but you know, you can say that using the transfer portal isn't necessarily made a huge difference in what you know.
Yeah, and I think like
I mean, we did get some good players, but
yeah, sure,
or supposedly on paper, I don't know, but
yeah,
I don't know. To me, like I said, he didn't use it that much, so I think just keeping the same culture and only using it when you feel like you need to, we'll still probably be okay. You
yeah.
know?
No, I agree. I think things are finally going to turn around eventually. I don't know. This week's going to be tough. Bye week's always tough.
Oh, bye week, yeah.
Yeah, we might go 1-4.
Yeah, I know.
The bye week's a scary team to play.
Yeah.
This is true.
All right, we need to get back into our scores from last week. All right, I don't know how this happened, right? So the difference between you two, Mark predicted Indiana to win that game when me and you predicted Illinois to win the game.
Right.
It's because he doesn't like to fight in the Illini. Remember week 1? He was
Right.
talking about
I don't like
the
what?
Illini or the Illinoisians.
Yep.
Remember we called them?
I forgot about that.
Right.
Anyways, so he got that one right, and then you got the Michigan game right,
That's
Justin.
right.
Now, I got both of those wrong. And I got the Clemson game wrong. Obviously, we all three did.
Well, yeah.
And I don't know how. I expected Utah to play a better game than they did.
This is true.
Texas Tech's quarterback got hurt. Their starting quarterback. Freshman came in. He started off the game 6 for 6.
Yep.
I'm like, well, there goes my score. So I went 6-4. Y'all both went 8-2, and I went 6-4. So this week, I need to catch up. So later on in the episode, I'm going to tell you my predictions, and I actually have scores for my predictions this time. Speaking of predictions, when you get a chance, Mark, you need to put your predictions down as well.
Yes.
Okay, so no, my kids don't have practice, so that's what I was figuring out.
Oh, okay.
So,
So you got a little bit more time,
Maybe.
potentially.
What?
That
I
is
mean, I
thunder.
still got to wrap. I still need to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're but
Yeah, it may either
Yeah.
be abbreviated or not abbreviated. It just depends. Or you may have to leave early. So
Yes.
if Mark leaves early, we apologize. But anyways, let's get into, like you were talking about, recaps from last week.
I know you'll have
Yes.
to.
start
You'll
us
have to
out.
suffer your way through the rest of the podcast without me. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
All right, go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, let's
Start
get
us
into
off.
some
Right.
recaps from last week.
What we talking about?
Recaps from last week, Mark.
Let's do about the game in Florida with Florida and Miami.
Okay, college game day.
Yeah, college
Okay.
game day. That game, a lot of people, we covered it. This was a prove it game for Florida. Can they really be? Because they have a good defense.
Yeah.
They really do. Unfortunately, I'm trying to pull this up. How this was. Unfortunately for them, once again, the offense really couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Um,
DJ Lagway.
Even though he's good,
Yeah,
but it was Miami. So,
they have a good
Miami's-
defense.
Miami's got a good defense. Their offense was clicking. So, obviously, Florida wasn't able to score until the third quarter, and that was the only score they put up.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Miami was able to handle that game. And then, not this week, but next week. So, when we do our podcast next week, we'll have a big one to talk about with Florida State and Miami coming up, because that's going to be another big one there. But Miami, week after week, is continuing to prove why they're potentially, and like we said, that Florida State-Miami game will, I believe, pretty much prove who's going to be number one in the ACC this year, who is up top. Because the winner of that game is obviously going to play an ACC championship.
So to bounce off that and also add to that, I told somebody at church, I told Clark the other day, I said, before the AP poll came out, I said, Miami will come in either first or second in the country. And they did. They came second, right?
Oh, wow.
I say the game between Florida State and Miami next week, now we're kind of ahead of ourselves right now. But the winner of that game moves up to number one in the country. You watch. Because Florida State's what, fourth?
No, Florida State's seventh right now.
Seventh. Okay.
Yeah, seventh.
So I thought they were fourth. Anyways. Anyway, okay. So the loser of Penn State, Oregon, we're going to get into as well later too. But they'll move down.
Yes.
And then Florida State will potentially move up. They should move up as long as they beat Virginia.
I think that Florida State will – no, Florida State's eighth. They dropped a spot. They were seventh last week. They're
Really?
eighth this week, yeah.
Hang on.
you can scroll up on this other screen over here. They're up top. They should be.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're 8th this week.
Yeah, you're right. Man.
Yeah, so they dropped a spot from
Did they have a bye week last week?
No, because they played Kent State last week.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And absolutely destroyed
Obliterated them. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
They dropped a spot. But, yeah, I still think winning this week, obviously there's other ranked teams that are playing Penn State and Oregon that are higher.
Yeah.
I believe that Florida State should not. I don't know if they will or not, but after the Penn State Oregon game, I think that obviously the winner of that game stay in the top 4, be in the top 4. Would Oregon move up top 4?
Yeah.
Maybe Oregon 3rd or whatever.
Sure.
But I think Penn State should move into the top 5.
Okay.
Because Miami's 4th right now. Miami will.
I thought they're second.
And is Miami up in 2nd now?
I thought they were second.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at last week. Miami doesn't have a game this week.
No, they have a bye week.
They're bye week, yeah. They're 2nd. Ohio State's 1st, Miami 2nd, Penn State 3rd. I have no idea who 4th is because I think the 4th team has a bye week too.
They probably do.
On my paper, I don't have a. No, LSU's 4th.
Oh, okay.
Big game this week. We'll get to that.
We'll get to all of our predictions.
But yeah. So I think that'll happen. Now let's. I think Florida State should deserve to be in the top 5, but we can get more into those games, when they happen. But let's recap another one from last week, one that we did not see happening.
Wow, yeah.
Was the Illinois-Indiana game.
I know.
Because Illinois went into that game 9th in the country. Yeah, it's at Indiana. Indiana's ranked 19th. And Indiana showed them why it pays to play at home.
I honestly think after that game, Indiana should be a top 7 team in the country. Mm-hmm. Indiana played incredible. 63 points?
Yeah.
That's insane. We called it a 3-point game, me and you both as well. But you had Indiana winning, I had Illinois winning. Man, it's pouring out there.
So Indiana.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Goodness. That was just random
all
of a sudden.
Score?
63 to 10.
63 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Dominated.
Wasn't even close. I know.
Yeah, it was nowhere close. And then
and I called it 3 points.
You called it 3, and I called it 3. At least I think you called it 3.
But wait, no. Who was at home?
Indiana.
Indiana was at home, but they weren't favored.
But
Illinois was favored by 3.
Was
the favorite?
The higher ranked?
Yes.
Oh, I lied. Indiana was favored 4.5.
Oh, Indiana was favored.
But Illinois should have won the game. They're a better team on paper.
Yeah.
But they got absolutely obliterated.
That's a
and then
outlier.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Another game. Oklahoma proved.
Yes.
Last week against Auburn.
That was a really good game. I enjoyed every second of that game.
Yep.
That was a wonderful game to watch.
Tennessee won comfortably in their game. However, they struggled a little bit.
Yeah.
Against UAB.
Yeah.
UAB's quarterback had more passing yards. Granted, Tennessee's rushing game won that game for them. 4 rushing touchdowns, whatever.
Yeah.
But both teams had 2 turnovers in that game. And for it to be a home game for Tennessee against, an unranked UAB hung with them, pretty decently. Forcing turnovers, scoring points, and it's something where this week, Tennessee's got a matchup that we're going to get into here against another unranked team, but this unranked team that they're playing this week is undefeated and a whole lot better than UAB.
Really? Who are they playing this week?
They play Mississippi State.
Oh,
in Mississippi State.
Okay, that's right. I have my score posted on there. I forgot about that.
That's one we'll get into when we get into our predictions.
Mississippi State's a little a little dark horse SEC school. Right
They've
now.
already beat a ranked team this year. They beat Arizona State when they were 12th.
Yeah.
And that was at home.
That was a good game. I remember watching it.
Or was it on the road?
It was a home game.
It was a home, yeah.
Yeah, because they stormed the field. I remember watching that.
So now Tennessee's coming to Mississippi State.
Yep. Starkville, I think.
It would be this potentially, if Mississippi State carries this game, it means they get a ranking.
Oh, for sure.
And then they'll go ranked into, I believe the following week they go into Texas A&M to play.
Ooh.
That, and going into Texas A&M, now you're ranked and still undefeated after beating Tennessee. Yeah. Now you're fighting.
Oh yeah,
because you're not just fighting for your record, you're fighting for a chance to get into that SEC championship and potentially playoff.
Oh yeah. So I was talking to Keith today about SEC championship game. I said, wouldn't it be something crazy, right? You got Vanderbilt's undefeated right now. You got Missouri undefeated. And you got Mississippi State. Imagine 2 of those 3 teams makes it to the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they probably won't because they still got to play the big games, right?
I was about to ask you about Vanderbilt.
I like Vanderbilt.
How do you think they're what's their record look like? I mean,
they're undefeated currently, but
what's their strength of schedule?
So the rest of their schedule looks like this. So this week they play Utah State. Next week they go to Alabama. And then they have a home game versus LSU.
They beat South Carolina 31-7.
Oh yeah, blew them out.
44-20 Virginia Tech, and then good night.
Yeah, so they play at Alabama next week.
Okay, that's an easy team.
And then versus LSU at home the following week. Missouri. And then you got Texas, Auburn, Kentucky, Tennessee. So they got a pretty tough road ahead.
They do.
But if they end up winning all those games, which they probably won't, they're looking at not only SEC championship game, but you're looking at college football playoff. You're looking at probably top 4 in the country if you win. If you win Alabama and LSU and Missouri and Texas, you probably won't. Say you win 3 of those, you're still top 10 in the country.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah.
Say you slip up against a really good Missouri team, but you beat Texas the following week. You're top 10, no problem.
Right.
No questions asked.
Because you'll just they'll climb in the rankings.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So if they beat, hang on,
because they're what 16th right now.
They're 18th.
18th.
So you beat Utah this week, then you go to Alabama and you beat Alabama. Then if you beat LSU, well, okay,
you're top 5
at that point. Well, the committee is probably going to be whatever because they may not move much this week, depending on how things.
But the next 2 weeks, if we win both those games, you're top 5, easy.
Yeah,
easy.
And then you're going against Missouri at home.
Probably be another top 10 matchup because if they win out like they're doing so far,
yeah,
that'll probably be college game day.
What kind of
but it's like even if they were to lose 1 over the rest of the season, Vanderbilt just 1, and honestly, I would think it'd either be LSU or Texas that they lose against.
Yeah.
If you lose 1.
Which I could see them losing to Missouri. Missouri's a good team.
Yeah. Or even if you lose 2, depending on how the other teams are. Because none of the SEC teams, they're just starting to play their strength of schedules now.
Yeah, sure.
So even if you lose 2, but everybody else has, lost 2 as well, but your resume shows you've beat way better teams than everybody else.
Sure, yeah.
You still have that potential to get in there.
Mm-hmm. And it could be like when they beat South Carolina, they were 11th. South Carolina was 11th. So that plays a little bit of a factor into it as well. But what were you saying, Mark?
Washington, how would you... What? Was that not a good segue?
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Washington.
Well, how about them? What is Washington? What's their mascot?
Washington.
I was gonna say Grizzlies. That's Montana State.
I'm trying. So Washington, they're the strength of the teams that they've beaten.
It's not really.
It's not the greatest.
They're just getting lucky so far. Or?
You're looking at Colorado State, which is no name. UC Davis, no name. Washington State, and the Washington State game. What did they score? 59? Is that 59? Yeah, it is. 59-24.
And that was their toughest one.
That was their toughest game to date
up till now.
What is it? Ohio State.
They've played Texas.
Bigger wins.
Now, granted, Texas hasn't looked good all year.
Texas was the toughest team Ohio State played to start the season, and they beat them by 7.
And I think Texas's defense makes a case for a good team, but their offense, Arch Manning still hasn't shown me anything. They played nobody, and still, they scored 55, but Arch Manning's acting like he's a Heisman contender again after playing a nobody.
So
and technically, before Ohio State went into the bye, they played Ohio, which they struggled a little bit against.
They did struggle against Ohio.
They pulled away in the second half, but they did struggle there in the first half a little bit.
Exactly.
So my thing is, Ohio State, which they probably won't be one long if they're, like I said, they're kind of skating by right now.
Yeah.
When they start playing their strength schedule, it's really going to start to show.
You start seeing
them Ohio
play
State, but then you got Washington, which is unranked.
Unranked.
3. But they have the same record.
Yeah, exactly.
But now, obviously, I know Ohio State's playing a little bit better.
They played cupcakes after Texas. That's all.
Yeah, they played Grambling and Ohio.
So my thing is, it's like, I mean, I know you're supposed to, Ohio State, is going to be like, I know that they're 7-point favorite.
Who's at home?
Washington? Which I will say that's not, that's only one touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be right just because of, I'm just trying to figure out, Washington at home, but that would be upset territory. Like, if they're not careful.
That I would put them on the list of, say you have, a scale, and your scale says, it's an upset alert scale, right? Over here's, not at all. Middle is, it's a pretty good chance. And then down here is they're getting upset. I would put them in between
the middle,
and not, because I think Ohio State's got a way better team than Washington, but I think Washington is one of those dark horse teams that can always sneak up on you.
Yeah,
I mean, look when they had Penix, nobody knew they were going to be a good team because Penix had come from injury to injury to injury, and then he makes it to Washington, and then he shows out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Washington could be one of those teams, but they haven't played anybody enough to prove it.
No.
So it's going to be an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game.
But we'll get a little bit more into that in just a few minutes. But I want to.
I'm just
I know. While you're, I know I got that too.
Sorry, I'm having to help me give me some ideas.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And I think personally, so let's get into the last couple matchups from last week where we talked about. We kind of talked about we touched on this a little bit about the Utah-Texas Tech game.
Yeah.
Utah, their offense just couldn't get going. Their quarterback really struggled the whole game. They were getting 3 and outs consistently. The punters were getting ton of yards. Their punters were both probably getting scouted the whole game more than anybody else.
Yep, pretty much.
Honestly. Until Texas Tech kind of took over at the end. Now their offense kind of really took over towards the third, fourth quarters.
Mm-hmm.
But that was that game. We talked about the Oklahoma game. We didn't really talk about the Ole Miss game. That was going to be a blowout anyways. I'm pretty sure of it. Notre Dame, we didn't really talk a lot about it, but they finally proved they could get a win.
Yeah.
They played Purdue. They started off kind of slow. They had a major rain delay. It was I think it was 3 hours, 4 hours. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was a long time.
Had a lot of rain delays this season.
I know. Well, Clemson's had more rain delays than wins.
This is true.
Well, I mean, seriously.
I saw you read that off of a post. What do you call it?
A cue card.
A cue card over there. You're right. No, this is
that's right. Yep.
This is going to be a good one. I can't wait to use it.
They can see us, so definitely I didn't. But anyways, since we talked about Clemson, let's talk about Clemson. All right, so this is our main subject of our podcast usually is Clemson because we're all big Clemson fans, right? Well, I'm the biggest, and I've kind of grown y'all too into some big Clemson fans.
Right.
You're the biggest.
Well, I'm biggest around and the most loyal.
There you go.
Non-fair weathered.
You're not.
I'm not talking about just
you're not
y'all.
more loyal than me.
I might be. Anyways,
because Dabo made me mad, and I still love him.
Well, I didn't say fire Dabo.
That was a few years ago.
Well, yeah,
I don't think Dabo's a problem.
I don't either.
No.
No, I think the changing college football world is the problem. I think NIL has caused a lot of hefty goals that cannot be reached from these players. I think media has caused a lot of issues with overhyping teams and players getting in their head. I miss the days back. Okay, I'm going to take you back to a story, right? The year's 2009. It's the second year of Dabo. Well, first official year.
Yeah.
He came in halfway through 2008, right? I remember when that happened. Well, 2009, my grandfather wins a golf tournament, right? In that golf tournament is a package for me to go hang out with the players at the hotel before they play Virginia and it was their orange pant day, purple jersey day. And if they won, they guarantee ACC championship. They clinched the ACC by beating Virginia, which technically if another team lost, they would have got it anyways, and they did.
Yeah.
So they got it before the game, but they kind of secured it again, overly secured it essentially. Anyways, I got to talk to Dabo for 2 hours that day.
How come you've never told me this?
I've never told you the story? Okay, so I'll tell you more about the story. All right.
You talked to Dabo for 2 hours?
Yes, I sat at his table with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes, I did the tiger walk with Dabo. I ran down the hill with Dabo. I was on the sideline before the game.
Said anything.
Yes, I've told y'all this story.
I've never heard this story.
Okay. All right. So I was talking to Dabo. I said, I asked him. I was young, right? But I still asked him. I was like, well, why do your players like? Why do they seem like they're always like focused? Like you could see. I sat beside C.J. Spiller and James Davis on the bus ride over to the Tiger Walk. And both guys were just locked in. You could just see them fully locked in, right? And I was like, why are they so locked in? And he goes, I don't allow my guys to get on social media the entire football season. We stay at a team hotel. This is when they first started staying at the team hotel the day before, even on home games. He said that's my two biggest things that have caused this team to grow and be where they are. We ended up winning the ACC that year too. But, wow. I mean, I think that's the problem we're talking about now. So the problem nowadays is media, is people are seeing, like all these players are seeing on social media, right? All the issues that they're having, and it's getting to their head. The media is trying to hype them up, and it's getting to their head. Everything's consistently getting to their head. That's the problem with Cade Klubnik right now, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's just his head. It's a mental game. And football is a mental game. Golf's a mental game, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's the biggest problem, I think, is the media and NIL. But that's where I was getting at. But that's why I brought up that story, was because of the media and stuff.
Yes.
But I think so back to that story. I was at my parents' house, and I was a ninth grader, I think. No. It was 2009. I was in middle school still. I was still in middle school. So my grandfather comes by, and he gives me a suit. He said, "Put this suit on." I'm like, "Suit? I thought we were going to a Clemson game." He goes, "Put this suit on." And I was like, okay. And then he gives me one of those throwaway cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gave me this camera and this suit, and he said, "All right, I got a surprise for you, but I can't tell you till we get there." So we're driving. We get to Anderson. That's where their hotel is. It's in Anderson. I'm like, what are we doing at a hotel? He goes, "Well, I'll see you later." I'm like, what? What am I doing here? Like, I had no idea what to do. Out come around the corner comes Dabo, and I'm like, what? I'm just shell-shocked, right? Middle school.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
So you didn't even know about that package?
I didn't at all. I didn't know about that until after I saw my Papa Sam. So
you just see
I didn't see my Papa Sam until after I was on the field, like 7-8 hours later.
Oh.
Yeah. So I went through the whole process of like Tiger Walk, eating breakfast, eating lunch, talking to the players on the bus ride, like going to the coach's locker room, changing and getting ready and going on the field, getting to hype up all the players, shake their hands and stuff, go on the hill, run down it. That was like the coolest experience as a let's see, 2009. How old would I have been? I'm in middle school, so it might have been like 10 to 12 around that time, maybe something around that range. That was like the coolest experience, right?
Yeah.
It was just epic. I just never forget it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was the coolest thing. Like I didn't believe I thought I told you that.
I mean, you might.
I thought I had said something about that.
I don't know. I just don't remember.
That's crazy.
Maybe you have.
Yeah, I mean, that, like I said, I got pictures in my book in there. I'll show you. I'm standing with the former chaplain, Tony Eubanks, real tall. He was like 6'9", big old tall fella. He was a real nice fella. I got to talk to him for a long time. And anyways, let's get back on subject here.
Yes.
I think that's what Clemson's problem is, right?
Yep.
With football this year. I really think it's the NIL and the media. I think that's a big deal. And I mean, okay, let's talk about the Syracuse game, right? I'm going to let you talk because I've been talking a lot. I need some water. So
the Syracuse game.
Let's talk about that game. Go ahead.
Syracuse. Yeah, Syracuse. That was – I mean, we always struggle with Syracuse. Every year. It don't matter where we play.
Never fails.
It don't matter where we play. We always struggle with them. It's the same thing with South Carolina and Missouri. Every year South Carolina plays Missouri, they struggle with them.
Or Vanderbilt.
Yeah, they struggle with them.
They struggle with both and lost both.
Yeah, they do. So every team has that one team that they struggle with year after year. It don't matter if you beat them or not. It don't matter if you're playing at home, away, what your ranking is. Every team has that one team that they struggle with year after year after year, and you just can't figure out why.
Yep.
They
always have our number.
Syracuse, I mean, they had, that quarterback before he got hurt. I mean, he was completing passes, and I mean, he made our secondary look bad.
Oh, really bad. Well, I've continued.
On top of the fact that
I have said for the past 2 years, Jaden Lucas should be benched.
Yeah.
And Jaden Lucas is still the starter out there, and he's given up tons of yards, tons of touchdowns. He reminds me of Makuba when Makuba was at Clemson.
That's right.
And then Makuba went to Texas and showed out.
Barnes has been struggling a little bit.
I think that's due to his hamstring injury.
Yeah,
I think he's scared to run with guys.
What's happening with Shelton Lewis? He came out in that Syracuse game, and the snaps that he played, he shut the guys down.
I don't know if it's a confidence issue. I don't know if Dabo's confidence in him, or I don't know if Shelton Lewis just hasn't shown enough this year compared to previous years. Well, he got hurt last year, right?
Yeah.
And that he was out most of the year, and that's why Ashton Hampton started playing and showed out. That's why Khalil Barnes kind of really took over one spot.
And now
they're kind of taking over the starting role, and
Yeah, it's like Hampton
and Lewis.
Hampton struggling, Barnes struggling,
I know.
Lucas. The safeties aren't really helping on the back end a little bit. They're struggling.
I don't get it.
Our front seven is...
Our run defense is terrible.
Yes.
Again.
As always.
I don't understand.
But that's what the teams are doing. They're running all over us.
I know.
And then our DBs and safeties stop dropping down to help stop the run, and we get beat.
Throw it right over the
down
top.
the field.
I know.
That's just how it is.
That's
Georgia Tech proved it
touchdowns.
by running. I mean, every team we played has pretty much just run it.
Yeah.
Down our throats. Every single team. We got the past 4 games. All they've done is run.
Yep.
I mean
that's what works.
I mean, they let some big plays go against Troy. Mm-hmm. I mean, it seemed like Troy had some big run plays, but the overall numbers, we actually did hold them.
It's because of the second half.
Yeah.
The second half, we let them. I think we were scoreless second half.
Yeah. So, but I mean, as far as rushing yards, we held them overall pretty good. But like I said, I think they probably had some of their bigger plays in the first half.
They did.
But I just but as far as Syracuse, it must be. I don't know if they're scared of that other shade of orange or it's like it gets in our heads, or it's like kryptonite or something.
They've always been a thorn in our side, and Louisville has always been a thorn in our side. And it never fails. We always play one of those two teams on a Friday night. And lo and behold, this year we play Louisville on a Friday night.
And it's always, when we play one of those two teams on a Friday night, it's always at their stadium.
Oh, yeah. Never fails.
We never play them at our stadium.
Nope.
On a Friday night.
We don't play Thursdays or Fridays in Clemson.
Nope.
Well, we did a long time ago, and then recently, a couple years ago, we played a Thursday, right?
LSU game was Friday night this year.
No, it was a Saturday.
Was it?
Yes.
I thought we had a Friday night.
No, we don't have a Friday. We play at Louisville on a Friday. That's the only Friday.
Okay, I thought we opened up on a Friday night.
No, we played a Thursday. I think it was against Georgia Tech when I was in high school, because me and Brandon Collier got lost in downtown campus. That was fun. I didn't go to school the next day. Sorry, Mom. She still doesn't know. Now she does.
Yep, now she does.
Whoops. All right, so let's get into. Well, we've been talking about the dying death of defeat essentially. So let's talk about some dying ducks. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Dying ducks. There was one in that Miami UNLV game.
Yeah.
which was a good game.
Oh, it was a really good game.
I think the only game that was better than that was that Arkansas-Memphis game.
That was a really good game.
That one was good. But
did you see that game at all? Either one of those two?
The Miami quarterback, he was under pressure, and the guy dove and grabbed his ankle. And right at the time he grabbed his ankle, the Miami quarterback just threw it up. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where he was trying to get it, but the place where he put it, there were 3 UNLV defenders. And the guy took it off, picked it off, and ran it back for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I think it was only like second down or something, second down.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like, okay, if you can come back for another down, you're basically, I think where they were almost in field goal range.
Okay.
So at that point, you're out of the pocket because he was like almost to the sideline. Just throw it.
So they lost by a field goal, right? Or was it a touchdown?
I think it was a touchdown.
Okay. I was about to say, if it's a field goal, well, that's the difference in the game right there is that pick.
Yeah.
Well, UNLV came back. Miami was up like 3 scores at one point or 18 points or something.
They were, but they didn't have – yeah, because they were – I was listening to them, and all the commentators on TV were like, well, UNLV don't have a defense except for this right here with the pick six. And then the second half happened, and they started coming back.
Yeah.
So what was
and
the final score?
I think it was like right here, 41-38.
41-38.
So it was a field goal. It was a field goal.
That's the difference.
So Miami almost dropped that game?
No, Miami lost.
Miami,
UNLV
Ohio.
won. Miami, Ohio. Not Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
Miami, Ohio.
Oh,
let's clarify that.
Yeah, sorry.
Good. Now we can just throw Miami around. I'm like,
yeah, because
not the Hurricanes.
They were down at half.
There's a Miami, Ohio.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
UNLV was down at the half, 24-10.
Yeah.
And they came back. Fourth quarter, they came because they held them scoreless in the fourth quarter to score. But yeah, they had that. He had that one pick where it was like, because it was somewhere in here.
Probably $12 a bag.
It's actually on sale at Ollie's.
Oh really?
Ollie's, if you want to sponsor us. Just the rest of it. I don't want it.
He threw the interception. Right there, they were up 14-10 at that point. Mm-hmm. And it was on a it was third. It was 3rd and 13.
Okay, so they were pretty much out. Were they in field goal range?
3rd and 13, and he returned it 67 yards.
Yeah, so they're pretty much in field goal range.
Yeah, they were in field goal range at that point, and if you had just thrown it
out of bounds,
you get the.
Wow, that's the difference in the game right there. Because you take away 7 and you add 3, yeah, you win by 4. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Because they had but they went right back down right after they got and scored to take it up. But
okay,
yeah, it was. You could have been if you get a field goal.
Yeah,
you're up 27-10 at halftime.
Yeah,
and now you're going into overtime because it's 41-41.
But you're still taking away that pick six. Because if they get a field goal on that drive instead of a pick six, it's a 4-point difference.
Yeah.
So they're up by 4.
At that point, yeah, they're up by 4. But still, it's like...
Yeah,
no,
I know.
You potentially win that game.
Yeah, well, exactly. They win it by 4, essentially.
But... And then there's another thing that...
Matter.
It's like the Miami-Florida game. You take away that pick six. Miami beat Florida by 3. Not Miami-Florida. Florida and... LSU.
Oh, LSU, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Florida and LSU. You take away the pick six.
Oh, I know.
LSU just beat Florida by 3.
I know. Which defense does win championships.
Yes. This is why they had... Oh, look, there's a bug.
And that's why our defense isn't winning.
I know.
The only game I saw any of was Michigan, Nebraska.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
And I don't even remember the
There was a
score.
lot of exciting things in that game. So
there was a pick I remember I saw.
Did you see the Hail Mary at halftime?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was
crazy.
that was the play I was trying to remember.
That was crazy.
And it was just it's just crazy because like everybody was down there waiting for the
throw it up. And of course, his guy just box out the defender, and he makes sure he doesn't fall down on his elbow. He uses his hand as leverage, and then he falls into the end zone. I'm like, that was perfect.
Yep.
That was literally picture perfect Hail Mary. I'm like, well, that's how you tie a game going into halftime. They still lost though.
Yeah,
which makes it like 27 of their last 28 games against ranked opponents. No, 28 of their last 28 they've lost against ranked opponents.
Yep.
Nebraska.
So what's Michigan's?
Michigan has won every game except for Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're 3-1.
3-1.
So
3-1?
Yeah, but that Memphis-Arkansas game, that Arkansas would have won that game except for that fumble.
The fumble.
They fumbled right there, and then
so Arkansas's driving, and Arkansas's down by 1 point, 32-31. And Memphis is on defense, and Arkansas is already in field goal range. They decide, okay, it's like 3rd and short. Let's run the ball.
They're inside the 10, I think, at this point.
They run the ball to get a first down. It's like 3rd and 1. And he gets across the first down line, but he fumbles. And then Memphis gets the ball, and they just need the clock, run the clock out. 32-31. That was a game. That was a good game. And it was back and forth the whole time.
Yeah. Constant.
Yeah, it was a really good game to watch. That's one of those ESPN instant classics like they talk about on the video game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of them.
That's one of those, yeah.
I have a hammy I need to pull.
Okay, pull your hammy then.
You ready?
Yeah.
I hope I tell it right. So,
man, that thunder's bad.
Super Bowl.
Okay.
Whichever one you want.
I just remembered something. Okay, go ahead.
Guys attending the Super Bowl. He notices guy in front of him in the next row. I mean, it's packed out, right? There's there's not an empty seat in the stadium except for right next to this guy. But he notices he's not with his wife or whoever, and he said, "Who you? I can't believe there's an empty seat. What's going on?" And he goes, "Well, it was supposed to be my wife joining me, but she passed away about a week ago or a few days ago." And he goes, I'm sorry to hear that, but I mean, you could have at least sold her ticket and at least, made some money off of, letting someone else come or whatever. Well, I did, and, they wanted to come too, but they decided to go to her funeral instead of make the game. Anyways, all right. Hopefully that came out right.
I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's close.
I've heard that before, but that was pretty close. Okay, I have to stop all the rumors about what you said last week.
Oh, wait.
Okay, listen. Doug Flutie.
Make a short about that.
This is going to be a short. Doug Flutie did not go to Nebraska.
Oh, okay, hold on. You got my hopes up because at first I thought you were saying Doug Flutie commented on.
No, that'd be nice.
That would be funny.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Nebraska.
Yeah.
Doug Flutie went to Boston College.
No, it's a Mandela effect.
Okay.
That's what the short's going to say.
Okay, go ahead.
No. The new Mandela effect is that the new reality is, the fake reality is that he went to Boston College. When in reality, before whatever caused the Mandela effects, he went to Nebraska.
That's a hot take.
No.
Dave, Doug Flutie, if you're seeing this, I'm sorry.
I don't know. For some reason, when I heard Doug Flutie, I thought Cornhusker. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you associate Doug Flutie and Cornhusker? That makes no sense.
I don't know. I remember a commenter saying something about, all right, the Cornhuskers might have a chance here, and then
you just assumed.
I just thought it was with that play.
You sure you didn't rewatch like a
talking about Hail Marys?
Yeah.
Right.
So you didn't watch like the Clemson Nebraska game for the '81 championship game, and then you just instantly brought Doug Flutie into that somehow.
Yeah, maybe.
It could have been.
But
That's crazy.
Anyways,
I thought I'd just bring that up.
So he did go to Boston College.
He went to Boston College for sure. I looked it up, checked it twice.
There it is.
Found out who's not here nice. Oh man.
Samuel Cole.
Let's go, man.
SC.
Hey, you got me.
Yeah.
Just got to grow my beard out a little bit longer and paint it white.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much.
So we're kind of running shorter on time. So let's just go ahead and do our game predictions for this next week.
Let's do it.
That sounds good.
All right.
Let's pick the top 10.
I'll start us off. First, I'll get the top 10 games on this list, right?
Okay. Well, make sure you get the right ones.
I'll pick them all.
You can pick them all.
All right. Florida State, Virginia. Mark, who you got?
Virginia by 10.
Ooh.
No.
I was about to say.
Read this backwards.
I was about to say, hot take. Hot take.
On the paper, my score is closer to Virginia.
Oh, Virginia? So you just instantly picked Virginia?
The away team. Florida State.
Florida State by 10.
By
Okay.
10.
By 10. Okay.
Okay, Justin? You're getting red over there.
Someone just flipped through and heard that like, this podcast is a joke. They're picking
These
Virginia.
guys don't know sports. And that's why they're on the third string.
Yeah, I got Florida State 38-21.
Okay.
Win that one.
I got a pretty close one. I have Florida State 27-21. So let's get into TCU Arizona State.
There we go.
Justin, start with you.
TCU and Arizona. See, I think Arizona State's the favorite over TCU here.
Okay.
I know TCU's ranked. TCU's had a couple big games. However, this is in Arizona State. It's an away game for TCU. I think on paper, Arizona State has the better team.
Okay.
I think they've played. Their only loss is to Mississippi State. I think they've played. It was a close loss. They only lost by 4, 24-20.
The field is made out of grass, not paper. So what does that mean?
What does that matter?
On paper.
On
The
paper.
roster.
Yeah.
The roster. I don't know who the roster is, but that's basically
don't know the roster.
on paper,
The roster looks good, but I don't know who they are.
based off the highlights and what I've seen of these two teams play. Arizona State, I think, has a better team.
Okay.
I do have this a close game, field goal, but I've got Arizona State winning it 34-31.
Ooh, okay. Nice. Mark, who you got? Can you read your writing? You need some glasses?
Where are we?
Second
second
row.
one.
Oh, I see.
I've only done one pick so far. Woohoo!
That's the second time you made that noise.
I have, haven't I?
On
That's
this
funny.
podcast.
That might be my new shirt. I'm gonna make a shirt that says "woohoo" with my face on it.
All right.
Woohoo! All right, go ahead.
You said Arizona State by 3?
That's what Justin said. Yeah.
That's what I got.
Really? Okay, I'm playing devil's advocate this week. Okay, if I lose, I'm really in trouble. I gotta make up some points on you. So I have to have some differences, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got
So I have TCU in a close one. I have them in a dogfight. Now, neither team has really good defenses. Like the usual Big 12 teams don't have good defenses. So I have this 42-38 TCU.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty high scoring game. All right, let's get into Georgia Tech, Wake Forest. Going to the ACC. We'll start with you, Mark. Who you got?
Georgia Tech and Wake.
All right.
Did I say Wake? Yeah, I did say Wake.
Well, that's who they play.
I know, but I'm making sure I said Wake. I said Georgia Tech
All
somewhere.
right, we're going to do Georgia Tech by 14 points.
Okay, so you got them by the spread essentially. You got the over.
I don't know why I made a 0.5 difference. I could normally I just circle the spread if it's
Okay, no, that's fine.
but yeah.
Okay.
14. I like that.
Both
I like that
ideas.
pick. Okay, Justin.
Yeah, I got Georgia Tech winning it. I just think Georgia Tech's a better team. Hayes King, but 38-23.
Okay.
I got.
Okay, I have a hot take. I have Georgia Tech winning, but I have Georgia Tech not even letting it be close. I have Georgia Tech 66-10.
Ooh.
I have them scoring a lot of points in this game because Wake Forest is just awful. I'm sorry, Wake Forest is
They
terrible
were
this
good
year.
a couple years ago.
They're terrible this year.
Okay.
All right, let's get into USC, Illinois. Both teams in the top 25, 21-23. That's your 2 rankings, not the scores.
Yeah.
21, who you got, Justin?
So Illinois is at home. Obviously, they're not the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
They're just coming off of a embarrassing game.
Oh, yeah.
On the road.
Bad.
And against another ranked team. Now they're coming in, hosting another ranked team. And they're not even favored at home. However, I don't think they're going to be able to rebound from that loss last week.
Okay, wow.
However, I do have it close, but I've got USC winning 24-20.
Wow, okay. All right, Mark.
Illinois by 3.
Okay. That's a hot take, actually. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I have an even hotter take. I have Illinois winning 17-7. I have Illinois beating USC by 2 scores.
Wow.
So
that's
let's get in.
Take.
Huh?
Yeah, that's definitely.
I told you it's a hot take. I got to make up some ground here.
That's right.
All right. So Notre Dame, Arkansas. Arkansas is coming off that loss to Memphis. True. Notre Dame's coming off their first win of the season, and they're still ranked.
That's right. They have not dropped out of the rankings yet.
I don't get that, but it's because they're independent. It's
pretty much
stupid. Anyways,
yeah.
All right.
Independent, all right.
Who you got, Justin?
So for this game, now this is one that I wanted to talk about. Arkansas is 2-2.
Yes.
Yet every game they've played has been close.
Mm-hmm.
Both their losses were close.
Yeah.
They lost to Memphis by 1. Mm-hmm. The week before that they lost, but it was by one score.
Yeah.
It's always been close.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, basically the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But they played other teams, higher teams, tougher teams. They beat Purdue last week, and they still let Purdue put up 30 points on them.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're coming into Arkansas, and I think Arkansas is a tough team. Especially for Notre Dame, who's been struggling over the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
4 weeks, 3 weeks. They played 3 games they played. So I think it's going to be a close game, but I've got Arkansas winning this 31-24.
Whoa. Okay. Mark?
I think Arkansas going to see a victory. Arkin may have saw a defeat in the past, but is going to see a victory. All right. By 3. Arkansas by 3.
I think Arkansas going to see a loss. Give me Notre Dame 21-17.
That don't even make sense.
Okay.
Arkansas lost.
I don't care. They're going to lose. All right, let's get into this blowout of a game. Vanderbilt, Utah State. Mark, you start with us.
Okay. Vanderbilt by the
spread?
Spread.
Okay. Justin?
Yeah, I got Vanderbilt winning it. Although I still have Utah State putting up points on them. Vanderbilt's going to carry this one. I say 42-17.
We're pretty close. I got Vanderbilt 48-10. So pretty close. All right, let's get into this game. This is a good game. This is going to be a good watch, I think. We were talking about it earlier, Ohio State, Washington.
Yes.
This is going to be probably one of the better games to watch. I really think Washington's going to have a pretty good chance at this game. We'll start with you, Justin.
Yeah, I think Washington's got a chance being at home. Washington's got speed. Their running back's good. He's ran for 9 touchdowns already this year.
Oh, wow.
Whereas Ohio State's running back has only rushed for 1.
Okay.
I think that is going to be the tail of this because I looked up, their quarterbacks are pretty much even on attempts, completions, attempts, yardage-wise. There's only 1 yard difference between the 2 quarterbacks.
Okay, wow.
In yardage this season.
That's crazy.
So I think it's really going to come down to who can stop the run game.
Okay, yeah.
And if Ohio State can't stop Washington's run game, Washington will probably carry this away. However, I have this close, about as close as it can get. I mean, it could get a little closer, but I've got Ohio State winning it 23-20.
Wow. Okay. Really close game. So you're taking the under on this one. All right.
Yes.
So, Mark, who you got?
But not covering the spread.
Not covering the spread either. That's what I'm saying. They got the under.
Ohio State by 3.
Ooh, man. Y'all are on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of similar on wavelength, all three of us. So I have a close game as well, but I have Ohio State winning by 4, 28-24.
Okay.
Let's get into what could have been college game day as well. This was kind of another potential college game day game. LSU and Ole Miss, both teams 4-0. You got a 1.5 point spread. It's anybody's game, essentially.
Pretty much.
Who do you got, Mark?
Ole Miss and LSU.
I'll throw that away in a minute.
There we go.
Well,
Put it anywhere.
I spend a lot of time running through my analytics and
They can see you. You know that, right?
Yeah, you're right. This is
hello.
Before the show? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really ran the numbers on this game, and I got Ole Miss by 7.
Whoa. Hot take.
That's a big one right there.
Justin, who you got?
You take it to the back.
So this one,
Man.
LSU has struggled with teams.
Mm-hmm.
Struggled with Clemson.
Yeah.
Struggled with Florida. You know, that even though they have a great defense, it's that offense.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think Ole Miss has a defense that can cause their offense a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So I've got Ole Miss winning it 27-24.
Whoa, another hot take. Let's go 3 for 3. I got Ole Miss in a nail biter, 35-33. I got a 2-point game.
Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah, that'd be really good. All right, let's get into a potential upset. Auburn at Texas A&M. Who you got? Auburn's coming off that loss to Oklahoma. I really think they need a good win here.
They do.
And I think Texas A&M is one of those teams that could potentially slip up. So who do you got? We'll start with you, Justin.
Yeah, I agree with that. They could potentially slip up. Auburn's trying to climb back into the rankings, and obviously beating a top 10 team would help them.
Top
10 team. That's 3 T's there, okay?
Yeah, I know.
But I don't think they do it this week. So
Okay.
I've got Texas A&M 35-27.
Wow. Man. Still a close game, though.
Yeah. All my games are close with the exception of like 2.
Yeah,
So
I feel that. Mine are too. All right, who you got, Mark?
How much do you got them winning by?
I got them winning by 8.
I
got A&M winning by 8.
10.
By 10. Wow. So, hot take alert. I'm taking Auburn in this game, but in a close game. They need a good comeback game right here. This is a good game to do it. I got them 21-17. This is the game they do it. I really think so. All right, let's get into the shocker of last week. Indiana playing Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana is definitely the favorite.
Yeah.
It's 8.5-point favorite, which is not as much as I expected. Which Iowa usually has a pretty good defense.
Which that could be changed by now.
Well, that could be as well, but
I changed these spreads like 5 times today because they changed.
they keep changing
all throughout the day.
Yeah.
So
okay,
yes.
well that's fine. But Mark, who you got?
And they'll be changed by tomorrow too.
I got Indiana by 14.
Okay, I like that. What you got, Justin?
Yeah, Iowa could potentially be one of those teams, as they have in the past, and upset somebody. They're good at that.
Sure. Oh, yeah,
They're good at just coming out one week and, like, completely upsetting everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But this week, I think Indiana's going to still keep their momentum going from last week. A big top 10 win over a top 10 team.
Yeah.
There's those T's again. And so I've got them 38-20.
Okay. All right. Here's my prediction. I think Indiana keeps the ball rolling like you're talking about. And I don't think they score as much as they did last week. They scored 63 last week.
Mm-hmm.
I think they scored 50 this week. 50-21. Okay, let's get into that Tennessee-Mississippi State game we were talking about. This is projected to be a pretty decent game. It's in Starkville.
Yep.
Who you got? Start with you, Justin.
Yeah, so obviously, Mississippi State, they've beat some people. They beat Arizona State when Arizona State was 12th ranked. Mm-hmm. Tennessee struggled a little bit. They struggled with UAB last week. Going into Mississippi State, I think that Tennessee is going to find a way to win this one.
Okay.
But it's going to take them a little bit to do it, which is why I have them Tennessee winning 31-28.
Did you read my paper?
I made this. I was still at work when I did mine. Thank you very much.
That's crazy. Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Tennessee wins 31-28, you said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
By 3. I got them by 3.
All right. You go.
Okay.
I want to hear yours.
Well, so it's funny because I have the exact same score, 31-28. And I did all my, okay, for context, he brought me the paper. I didn't look at his paper. I was right here at the desk, and I did every one of these in order while Deborah was doing her signs over there.
Yes.
And we had no
I
talk.
I did mine before I got off work.
We had no talk about this. Nope. We got the same score. That's pretty interesting. All right, who you got, Mark?
All right. Well, I think Tenna is going to see a loss.
10 is going to see a loss.
Oh,
me.
Mississippi State by 3.
Man, so the opposite.
So still 3-point game.
3-point game? Wow. I mean, I expect a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's skip the Arizona-Iowa State game.
Let's get into that.
Let's go into the next 2 games are big games, then we'll go into a couple of the military schools, and then we'll call it quits there. So let's get into the game of the week, College Game Day, Oregon at Penn State. 3.5-point game. This is going to be –
This is a Big Ten matchup.
This is the biggest game in the Big Ten by far.
Yeah.
This shows you – because Oregon doesn't play Ohio State this year.
No.
But Ohio State does play Penn State.
Exactly.
So you really get to tell who's really the number 1 Big Ten team this week.
Right.
Who you got, Mark?
Penn State by the spread.
Oh, okay.
Penn State by 3.
By 3.5. So basically 4. Yeah.
Basically 4.
Wow, that's good.
4.
Who you got? You go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, this, like you said, this is going to prove who's it in the Big Ten. Because Ohio State doesn't play Oregon. They do play Penn State.
Yeah.
But and I think that the winner of Ohio Penn State will end up in the Big Ten championship.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say that is because I've got Oregon winning this matchup against Penn State 34-31.
Ooh.
So it'll come down to Ohio State and Penn State as to who can play Oregon.
Wow. That's good. That's good. So I do have Penn State on upset alert as well. I have this by the spread, but I have Oregon winning by the spread 28-24. I think this is a close game. I know it's wide out in Happy Valley, but I think Oregon has the better offense. I really do. I think Oregon comes out and outscores them. I really do.
Yes.
All right, let's get into probably the second best game in the SEC this week, but it's always a nail biter, always a good game to watch, even when both teams struggle. Georgia, Alabama. Who you got, Mark?
I got Georgia by 14.
Oh, hot take.
Wow.
All right. They're only favored by 3.5. That's a wow. Okay. Go ahead, Justin.
That goes to show you what I think of Alabama.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I got Georgia winning it too.
Okay.
Not by 14.
Yeah.
I got winning by 50. No, I'm
by kidding. 50. Watch out.
No, I've got Georgia winning it closer, 28-23.
Okay. So we're all on the same wavelength this week. I have Georgia winning 28-17. I got, I really think Georgia has the better team of the two. Now we could be here next week and Alabama could have beat them by 20. You never know.
You don't know.
It's always a weird game.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So we'll see. But let's get into some of these military schools. So we'll go to the Army East Carolina game. So
That's tonight.
That's tonight. So
tonight.
As we're filming, this is Thursday night. Army 1-2, East Carolina 2-2. Now every game Army's played this year has been an overtime game. Every single game. Both their losses have came in overtime, and their win came against Kansas State in overtime. So that being said, who do you got? We'll start with you, Justin.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, Kansas State was not an overtime game.
It wasn't overtime?
Nope.
Oh, a bunch of junk.
I had to.
Well, their 2 losses both came in overtime.
Yes, their losses coming. So they lose in overtime.
They lose in overtime.
They can't handle the overtime.
All right, go ahead. You start, Justin.
Were they playing East Carolina?
Yes. At East Carolina.
Yeah, so I have East Carolina winning it 24-17.
Okay.
Close game.
Yeah, close game again.
Not in overtime.
Not in overtime.
But
all right. Go ahead, Mark.
East Carolina by 4.5.
By 4.5, okay. So I have East Carolina 28-21 in overtime.
Another
I have it in overtime.
Tell Army to stay out of the overtime.
I'm telling you, Army's going to overtime, and they're going to lose again. I'm sorry. I love Army to death, and I wish they would have won last year a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, they played Navy, and I thought they were going to win, and they lost. They got blown out. Anyways, speaking of Navy, let's go to Navy. Navy, this year, 3-0, hosting Rice,
3-1.
which is 3-1. Now, Navy is a 14.5-point favorite.
They are.
So I feel like they're the better team. I haven't watched any Navy this year at all. So that being said, we'll start with you, Mark. Who do you got?
Navy by 10.
Okay. Who you got, Justin?
I got Navy, but 35-31.
Oh, close game.
It'll be a little closer. I think Rice has played a little bit better.
Yeah.
Against the teams they've played.
Okay.
Navy obviously has played good too, but I think Rice can hang with Navy a little bit closer. Or it could just be one thing where Navy takes a big lead and then they start slacking and Rice starts to come back but can't quite
make it
complete it.
So I've watched a couple Rice games this year. I watched when Rice played Charlotte. That was a pretty interesting game. Rice looks like a really pretty decent team. But I still think, just not knowing anything about Navy, I have Navy winning 28-7. Because I just feel like Navy usually has a really good defense. Mm-hmm. Usually, their triple option's hard to guard in offense anyways. Yeah. But their defense, I feel like their defense is always pretty good. So I got Navy 28-7. And then we'll get into our final game. Well, technically there's 2 games. But Clemson's a bye week, and we're taking the bye week on this one.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Air Force Hawaii. Air Force is 1-2. Hawaii is 3-2. Now Air Force is the favorite, 6.5-point favorite. The last military school. Who you got?
Yep. So, this one, I don't think Air Force can win it.
Okay.
I don't. Hawaii has everybody they've played, I believe. I'd have to go back and double check, but I don't think they've been blown out.
Okay.
By anybody.
Sure.
And before I have to make a correction next week on what I'm saying, I'm going to double check that. If I can find, they should be at the bottom.
Okay. While you're looking,
I made these sheets.
I'll let Mark make his pick then while you're looking.
Yeah.
All right, who you got, Mark?
Hawaii by 3.
Hawaii by 3. So
Hawaii
close game.
Okay.
And the Rainbow Warriors.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah.
Is that their name?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
So I have to take that back.
Okay. They got blown out by somebody?
They did. They got blown out by Arizona.
They played Arizona.
40-6. However, they beat Stanford by 3.
Okay, as ACC school.
They beat Sam Houston.
Nobody.
By 17. They beat Portland State.
Nobody.
Dominated them. They lost to Fresno State last week.
That was last week, yeah.
But that was by 2.
Oh.
So, other than the blowout, it's been pretty. They've dominated the other teams, and their other loss has been pretty close.
Pretty close. Okay.
But I've got Hawaii winning this one 37-28.
Wow. Okay. So, I have the military schools this week going 2-1. I got Air Force winning. No, I lied. 1-2.
1-2. Yeah, me too.
I lied. Okay. I have Hawaii winning this game 28-21. And we'll call that wraps.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Oh, man. Well, I feel like this was a pretty good episode. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
I had fun. I feel like we really flowed today, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was good.
Yeah.
Really
Probably because I talk less.
That's normal, though. We need you to talk more.
No, I'm just saying I didn't mess anything up. So.
Yeah, no more Doug Flutie references.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm afraid to say anything definitely.
just say tentatively. This is what I
mean.
think.
Now I know there's another Miami, so I don't even know. I don't even know what the truth is anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. But I'll just make a comment. This week in the NFL,
okay.
The Giants are starting Jackson Dart.
Oh, I did hear about that.
They're benching Russell Wilson, so former Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart. We get to see him and Cam Scattaboo, rookie running back, has pretty much taken over the job.
Yeah.
And he's bowling ball up there. I watched some highlights from him last week. Man, he was running all over the team they were playing. So Jackson Dart and Cam Scattaboo, rookies, are now going to take over for New York this year. We're going to see if there's a new era coming.
Talking about Cam Scattaboo real quick. It's funny. I saw a post yesterday, and it said, you can either be a running back like CMC and be methodical, or you can just be a crayon eater like Scattaboo. He's literally just a crayon eater. He'll hit you in the head and keep running, take his helmet off, do whatever he wants to do.
Big boy.
He's
so
crazy.
he don't wait for holes to open up. He creates
his own hole.
So, I mean,
he's crazy.
This could potentially be a new era for the Giants.
Yeah.
You know, with Scattaboo. And if Dart comes in and proves to be their new franchise, you could be seeing something, a whole new era up there.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Sure enough. Well, we need to kind of wrap this one up. I know you're ready to get home and things, but well, we really appreciate you guys tuning in this week. Make sure you don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, download. Every download helps us tremendously. And if you care to support us, we do have a Patreon. Links in the description below. You can also support us directly on Buzzsprout. Link will also be below. But thank you again. Thank you again for liking, subscribing, commenting, and we'll catch you in the next one.